One mission.
One vision.
Transform communities through science and technology.
Transform communities through science and technology.
It's September 22, 2022, and we hope you're having a great day here in NEUST.
Good morning, NEUST chans. This is Balitang News, serving you for the top story that is surely with no bias. For the detail of our news.
What is WARDIALER? A program that dials every telephone number in a particular area, searching for computers or trying to guess passwords. WarDialer is a computer program that will call a preset list of telephone numbers looking for computers, fax machines, and other data devices. These programs are generally used for illegal or unethical practice and can be a common hacking tools. Since the basic technology uses phones and moderns, the practice is less common than it was in the 80s and 90s, when those communication devices were more common. A WarDialer is similar to another obsolete hacking method called demon dialing, as well as to another processes that are still in use such as port scanning and wire driving. Using a computer to dial telephone numbers within a given range, usually with the intention of finding a modern carrier signal. The practice largely predated the widespread penetrations of broadband internet connectivity. At the time, many businesses, agencies, and individuals operated computer systems on demand through telephone-based modems, each of which might or might not offer a unique selection of information as well as possibly offering access to powerful hardware or a platform for reaching other networks and systems. Usually, the WarDialer would be covertly planted on a public, shared, or cooperate phone line, left to operate for a limited time. The retrieve so that any positives phone lines returning a modern carrier signal could be investigated later from yet another locations. The practice often went hand in hand with working for obvious reasons.
Today, some telemarketing and social research firms use a similar program, usually working from a digital phone book, to reach residential number in search of sale or social information. Also, on a rare occasion, people engaged in a social engineering have used a form of this process to explore gap in corporate phone listing to discover and identify the owner of the unlisted number. Programs like these are not illegal on their own, but many people consider them annoying. The dialer call number in a sequence, so the offices with sequential number phone can have a several minutes of fake telephone call. If the dialer works long enough, it will call number all night as well. When the dialer finishes, its user will have a listing of a data devices. These lists are also legal, but they are stepping stone to the other operations that are not. WarDialing is a technique to automatically scan a list of telephone numbers, usually dialing every number in a local area code to search for modem, computer, bulletin board system, and fax machine. Other users will list of various purposes, and hobby is for exploration. Premise malicious hacker who specialize in breaching computer security for guessing account or by capturing voice, mail, locally modem that might provide an entry point in computer or other electronic system. It may also be used by security personnel, for example, to detect unauthorized device, which such as modem or faxes on a company telephone network.
How WarDialer works, how it happened, will be discussed by Reporter 1.
Good morning everyone, I'm Micheal Samson and I will be reporting how WARDIALER works or how it happened. A WARDIALER works like an automatic telephone. The program receives a preset listing of numbers, often all of the phone numbers in a single area code or city. The program then dials the number one after another. Looking for data receivers, common data device such as facsimile or fax machine or computer modem will answer after a single ring. If the phone rings twice, the dialer simply hangs up and calls the next number. If a data device answers, the number is recorded and the dialer is disconnected. WARDIALER hacking process. Several other hacking processes are similar to WarDialing. The nearly obsolete process called demon dialing involves calling a single number over and over. Dial-up servers have code that prevents drops when a signal is lost for a small amount of time. If the demon dialer redialed the number right when someone else is disconnected, the dialer would gain access to his account. WarDialing hacking methods. There are two active hacking methods similar to WarDialing. When a computer is port scanned, a computer's ports are pinged one after another. As they look for ones that are open, the hacker can use this list to find out if specific programs are running on the machine or what likely access point it should they decide to invade. War driving involves going up and down streets looking for wireless internet hotspot. These spots are cataloged and saved for later use. So that's all for the process and methods of WarDialing.
Some more facts about WARDIALER will be reporting by Fidel Roque.
The WARDIALER became a staple of hacking in the early 80s. In the movie War Games, a program was used to dial all the phones in a single town. While mass phone dialing programs existed before that, the War Games dialer became a popular name at all the time due to the internet shorthand and the 8-character limit on file names. The name eventually became WARDIALER with a program often named WARDIALER EXE. This term directly inspired the term war driving due to similarities between two practices. Both return unpredictable results. Both activities are done for rather similar reasons. On the other hand, while war driving is inherently focused on and limited to a specific geographic area, war driving is a prototypical brute force process, much like password cracking, and can theoretically be achieved from any location with a dial tone. In the early 1983 movie War Games, a teenager engaged in war dialing and discovers a backdoor into the NORAD or NOADS computer system. He then accidentally runs a simulation which almost turns into World War III.
Process and variant of WARDIALER will be delivered by Reporter 3.
A single WarDialing call would involve calling an unknown number and waiting for a 1 or 2 rings, since answering computer usually pick up on the first ring. If the phone rings, the modem hangs up and tries the next number. If a modem or fax machines answer, the WarDialer programs makes a note of a number. If a human or an answering machines answer, the dialer programs hangs up. Depending on the time of the day, WarDialing takes 10,000 numbers in a given area code. It might annoy dozens or hundreds of people, some who attempts and fail to answer the phone in 2 rings, and some who succeed only to hear WarDialing's modem's carrier tones and hang up. The repeated incoming calls are especially annoying to the business that have many consecutively numbered lines in the exchange, such as used with a Centrex telephone system. Some use WarDialing software such as Warbox does not require a modem to conduct WarDialing. Rather, such program can use VoIP connections, which can speed up the number of calls that a WarDialer can make. Sandstorm Enterprise has a US patent of 6,490,349 on a multi-line WarDialer. A patented technology is implemented is Sandstorm Phone Sweep WarDialer. A more direct phenomenon is war driving, searching for wireless network from a moving vehicle. War driving was named after WarDialing, since both techniques involve actively scanning to find computer networks. The aim of war driving is to collect information about wireless access points. Similar to WarDialing is a port scan under TCP and IP, which dials every TCP port of every IP address to find out the services are available. Unlike WarDialing, however, a port scan will generally not disturb a human being when it tries an IP address, regardless of whether there is a computer responding to that address or not. Related to war driving is war chalking, the practice of drawing chalk symbols in public places to advertise the availability of wireless network.
Those are the top story for this time.
This is Balitang News. The news will serve you unbiased and facts.
And clear Calderon, and don't forget to have a great day.